What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. I got a special video today. I'm going to do my entry in the Shane's Final 5 Beer Challenge. So if you hadn't seen the video already, go take a look at Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. Basically, his boss had issued a challenge to him to go into the local beer shop and pick out 5 beers and pretend they're your final 5 beers on this earthly realm. So I don't know if he's planning to knock Shane off, banish him to some island, or I'm not sure what the deal is, but you can only pick 5. Now this is difficult, first off, because most 6-pack holders take 6 beers. So full disclosure, I did pick 6, but I eliminated one of them for now. So I rolled up to Bowling Green, and it's a shop I go to quite regularly. I have 2 kind of go-to shops. One's in Bluffton, which is called Kibby's, awesome little spot. The other one I go to when I visit my son in Bowling Green is called BG Beverage Center. And I'll show up the picture there of the sign. Now, when you go in there, they've got a really good variety of beers. They got tons of local stuff. They also have pretty solid international offerings. So it's something I'm always complaining about. A lot of people focus on, in-state and all the local stuff, but have nothing really international. And they've got tons of Belgian beers and stuff from all over the place. So I rolled in there, and I'll do an overlay and kind of show going up and down the aisle some of the stuff that's available. Like many places, you can do mixed sixers. So that's what I decided to do. When I thought about this, there are a couple of different ways you could approach it. One would be you try to find your favorite 5 beers in the world, which is kind of difficult, right? Number 1, because you can't always find them in single bottles. 2, because sometimes they're seasonal. And 3, not everywhere has everything. So if I was truly doing my favorite 5 beers, I'd definitely have like a West Veteran in there. I'd have a Mad Elf. I'd probably have an old school Guinness just because it's probably one of the first beers I had that was something outside the Bud Miller Coors realm. But usually what I try to do is hunt down new beers. I've always been interested in exploring new styles, new breweries, new things. So I picked a bunch of beers that I hadn't had before. So first one that I have is Aslan Beer Company. And these guys are out of Alexandria and Herndon, Virginia. Now, I've had some of their beers before, but never this one. And I figure you could do much worse than a Helles Lager if you were stuck somewhere else or if it was your final 5 beers. Next up, this is from a brewery I've never had anything from, Foundation Brewing Company. These guys are out of Portland, Maine. Can't say that I have a ton of beers from Maine in general. But this is listed as milk stout with cocoa, vanilla, raspberry, and natural flavors. 6.3% ABV. Sounds pretty solid. Next up, Brew Project. I'm going to have to admit it, I probably bought this one for the can art. Future Slayer, pretty cool looking. And this says that it is simply a Berliner Weiss style ale with water, barley, and hops. 4.63, a little lower on the ABV, but hopefully the flavor makes up for it. I know the cool can art does for sure. Now, let's see what else. Oh, where are these guys out of? Brew Project is out of Oxford Avenue. What does it say? Wisconsin? Oh, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So they're out of Wisconsin, or Eau Claire. Next up, I'll take the short one so this will stop falling over. Tart and Tempered Peach Sour Ale. This is from Longwood Brewing. These guys are out of Louisville, Kentucky. Now, I know that I've had some beers from them before, but never this one. I'm a sucker for anything peach, so this would be a nice addition to my final 5. The other one I got sucked into, and again, I hate to admit it, I got sucked in by the can art. This one here is called Trial by Wombat from Thin Man Brewing. And this is an IPA hopped with Galaxy hops. Let's see, does this support anybody or do anything interesting, or is it just a cool wombat? Nope. Doesn't say. Trying to figure where are these guys out of. Thin Man Brewing. Buffalo, New York. Again, I've seen a number of ones, I guess, with animals on the cover. A lot of times they go to either animal like preservation societies or zoos. I know Ernest Brewworks here in Toledo had done a couple like this. So even though IPA is not my favorite style, I figured I would mix it up. And if worse comes to worse, I have a cool can with a wombat on it for my final 5. Now, because I had to get a 6-pack because I'm not a complete weirdo, I picked up this one as well. Sibling Revelry Brewing. These guys are out of Ohio. I've had their beers a number of times. They're pretty good. And this one is a Augusta Peach Wheat Ale with natural peach flavors. I think I had this before, but I had to fill out all 6 cans. I don't know what it is. My brain wouldn't allow me to only put 5 in. I mean, you pay for them individually, so it doesn't matter, but Something about it, the aesthetic threw me off. So I have a sixth one if worse comes to worse. I'll be doing reviews on all these beers coming up in the next couple weeks, so if you want to see what they're like, check it out. Thanks to Shane for issuing this challenge, and thanks to everybody else who's already completed it. Sorry I'm a bit late to the game. Hey, till next time.